They told you Michael Jackson was strange. They told you he was unstable. They told you he was hiding something dark. But nobody ever asked a more important question. What if the problem was not Michael Jackson? What if the problem was what Michael Jackson knew, owned, and refused to surrender?
In order for him to be Michael Jackson, it cost him so much. It cost him his life. I guess it's a bittersweet tale.
The media has dissected and manipulated these allegations to reach their own conclusions. I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
Today, I am not repeating tabloid headlines. I am not recycling gossip. I am not here to shock you for clicks. I am telling you the Michael Jackson stories the media refused to tell.
I've been running for my life like that.
What is a 36-year-old man doing sleeping with a 12-year-old boy?
Because these stories threaten powerful systems, powerful companies, and powerful narratives. Stay with me till the end, because one of these stories explains why, once Michael crossed a certain line, his fate was already sealed.
Talent like that, he could never belong to himself. He always belonged to other people because he meant so much to everyone. Everyone needed him to be something.
Michael Jackson was never just an entertainer. From childhood, he was trained to perform, yes. But as an adult, he became something far more dangerous to the industry. He became independent.
And Michael didn't really know how talented he was until later on. And I think he was insecure in many ways. And I think the way that he got over his insecurity was on that stage.
Before Michael Jackson, artists were products. Labels owned the music. Labels owned the image. Labels owned the future. Artists were replaceable. Michael Jackson changed this structure quietly. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Michael controlled his masters. He negotiated creative authority and, most importantly, understood music publishing. Publishing is not fame. Publishing is power. In 1985, Michael Jackson purchased the ATV music catalog, which included songs from the Beatles, Elvis Presley, Bob Dylan, and many others. This single move shifted the balance of power in the music industry. Suddenly, a black artist owned the songs that shaped Western culture. The media never taught you this. Instead, they focused on his appearance, his voice, his lifestyle. Because a man who controls cultural property is harder to control than a man who dances.
What I've learned since then, during and before the trial, Michael Jackson was a drug addict. And he was a master at manipulation because I was manipulated by Michael. I did not enable him at any time in his addiction. I would never do that.
There is a moment the media treats like it never happened. In the early 2000s, Michael Jackson publicly accused Sony music executives of exploitation. He called them greedy. He called them manipulative. He accused them of cheating artists, especially black artists. This was not whispered. It was public. Michael Jackson stood outside Sony offices holding signs, naming executives, and speaking directly to cameras. This was unheard of. An artist of his magnitude challenging a corporation that controlled radio, press, award shows, and global distribution. From that moment, something shifted. Coverage became colder. Stories became darker. Accusations were amplified. Defense was minimized. When someone controls information, they do not need to destroy you physically. They only need to control the story told about you. This is where emotions usually take over, but facts matter. Michael Jackson was accused, yes. But Michael Jackson was never convicted. In 1993, a civil case was settled. No criminal charges. No guilty verdict. No trial. The settlement is often used as proof of guilt, but settlements are not confessions. They are legal strategies. In 2005, Michael Jackson faced a full criminal trial. Over 4 months, hundreds of witnesses, endless media attention. The verdict? Not guilty on all counts.
Michael, to some degree, fell into that I want to be on every cover of every magazine and I want to be mentioned every 5 minutes. And I think that was part of his MO to be successful, is this constant publicity.
But notice how the media tells the story. They repeat accusations endlessly. They mention acquittal briefly. They allow suspicion to linger. Because suspicion keeps a story alive longer than truth.
Image that's being projected of you is that you're like a weird guy.
They did this because they know that a cleared Michael Jackson closes the book, but a controversial Michael Jackson keeps printing money. Few people understand how closely Michael Jackson was watched.
Me, when we were alone in the trailer, and he would ask me, why do people do this? Why are they so mean? What do they want? And it broke his heart to the point of tears.
His homes were searched, his calls monitored, his finances audited, his movements tracked, yet no evidence ever supported the worst claims. Instead, what emerged was a different picture. Michael Jackson lived surrounded by people who depended on him financially. Assistants, advisors, family members, business partners. Many benefited from his generosity. Few protected his vulnerability. Michael trusted easily. He gave freely. He believed loyalty was mutual. In an industry built on contracts, that belief is dangerous. The media portrayed this as odd behavior. In reality,
so many knives in his back, people that he thought he could trust, stabbing him over and over and over again.
It made him exploitable. Michael Jackson told the truth repeatedly, not in interviews, not in courtrooms, in his music. Listen to They Don't Care About Us. That song is not rebellion. It is resignation. Tabloid junkie is not bitterness. It is documentation. Leave Me Alone is not drama. It is exhaustion. Michael was explaining, line by line, how media constructs villains. But people danced instead of listening. The irony is painful. The world consumed his warnings as entertainment, while he was living inside the story he was exposing. Neverland Ranch is often mocked, but psychologists understand something important. Michael Jackson lost his childhood publicly. From the age of 5, he worked, toured, rehearsed, and performed. Neverland was not fantasy. It was compensation.
He built Neverland, probably in thinking if he was a child, what would be his ideal paradise.
An attempt to create safety, innocence, and control in a life where none existed. The media framed this as creepy instead of tragic.
He was just in a world where he could and would do whatever popped up.
Because empathy does not sell like scandal. Michael Jackson did not die performing. He died preparing to return. The This Is It tour was meant to revive his career and resolve massive financial obligations.
So undoubtedly, he needed painkillers. You don't survive something like that without him.
Michael was exhausted, medicated, under pressure, surrounded by contracts, deadlines, and expectations. His death benefited many people financially. Tours sold out posthumously. Catalog values skyrocketed. Documentaries flourished. The media moved on quickly because asking deeper questions would expose deeper failures.
I don't want to say much because I'm hurting. I'm really hurting. They did it to try and belittle me, to try to take away my pride. But I went through the whole system with them. They manhandled me very roughly. My shoulder is dislocated, literally. It's hurting me very badly. I'm in pain all the time.
Michael Jackson was flawed, but he was not the monster they sold to us. He was a genius, who challenged systems that prefer obedience over independence.
Did you ever sexually engage, fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child?
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's not who I am. And it's not what I'm not even interested in that.
The real story of Michael Jackson is not about scandal. It is about what happens when one man becomes too powerful to control, but too human to survive
Throughout
alone.
my life, I have only tried to help thousands upon thousands of children to live happy lives. It brings tears to my eyes when I see any child who suffers. I am not guilty of these allegations.
If you see him differently now, then the truth finally reached you. And that is exactly what the media never wanted. If this video changed your perspective, like and subscribe. If it challenged you, comment below. Was Michael Jackson misunderstood or deliberately destroyed?